Hey guys, it's Michael with WD Black, and today I'm going to teach you how to install the WD Black SN770M NVMe SSD inside the ROG Ally. The new WD Black SN770M NVMe SSD is made for handheld gaming devices, and it comes in capacities of 500 gig, 1 terabyte, and 2 terabytes. With read speeds up to 5,150 megabytes a second for blazingly quick game installations and level loads. Before you install the new drive, make sure you turn off your ROG Ally and flip it over. These 5 screws are the ones that you're going to take out, while this 6th one is actually going to stay in the back panel here. So let's start taking it out. Now that you've taken all 5 screws and unscrewed the 6th one, the next thing you have to do is actually pop this open. And once you unscrew it, it might take a little bit of work to pull it apart, but don't worry, you won't break it. Let's just take off the panel. I'll set this aside. The first thing you need to do is make sure that you unplug this battery. So let's do that by pulling out, pretty easy. Then after this, you need to remove this large black sticker. And underneath, you will notice that that is where the onboard storage M.2 is, and we are going to be replacing it with our new WD Black SN770M NVMe SSD. So let's do that. So first you need to remove that M.2 screw. And be careful not to strip the screw. So you'll notice that there's a tab here, and it's really cool because you can lift it up just slightly to pull out the M.2. And what I do is lift it up and I use my finger and I pop it out just like that. Super simple. And let's set it aside. Now it's time to install the new WD Black SN770M NVMe SSD. And the orientation is where you see this crevice here, that's where you put the M.2 screw. So let's put it in this way and lay it flat, and then I pop it in, and you'll hear a pop sound, and this is where we reinstall the M.2 screw. Be sure to not over tighten because we don't want to strip the screw. So now let's reinstall the sticker here just because. Before we close the back panel, we need to make sure we put the cable back into the battery. So push this in just like that. All right. Now let's take our back panel and just put it back on top. And you'll notice that when you squeeze it together, you'll hear a few pops. That's when you know that it's actually secure before you start screwing in. So there you go. All right. And we'll start screwing everything back in. Now that you've installed your new drive and screwed in the back panel, let's flip it over. And before you turn it on, I recommend plugging in the USB-C adapter. That way we can have a full charge of battery when it is upgrading. And let's turn it on. It's gonna boot up and it should load into the BIOS. All right, as you can see, it booted into the BIOS. So in order to reinitiate the SSD and do the cloud backup to install the software, you first click on Advanced mode here, and then go into Advanced, and click ASUS Cloud Recovery. And since I haven't connected to Wi-Fi, we have to connect, so let's click Next. All right. Once it connects, you will see this screen here and you start downloading. At this point, you can just sit back while it downloads, and once it's finished downloading, it will reinstall and it should restart. Well, that's how you can quickly and easily install the WD Black SN770M NVMe SSD inside the ROG Ally.